Birmingham Brother Rice and Orchard Lake St. Mary's are two Michigan high school football programs with storied championship histories. Both schools with 8 pieces of state championship hardware in their respective trophy cases. Even more impressive, the number of players from both teams who have reached the National Football League. For the Warriors, Mike Lodish, Brian Brennan, Pete Mitchell, Greg Collins, TJ Lang, Paul Yokish, Steve Morrison, Mike Farr, Mel Farr, Jim Brown, and Gamara Williams. For the Eaglets, Deion Sims, Morgan Trent, David Bowens, Sam Rogers, Scott Kowalkowski, Famel Johnson, Leonard Renfro, and current Bears superstar Allen Robinson. Orchard Lake and Brother Rice have met 32 times. Eaglets, 17 victories. The Warriors with 15. Tonight, Wisner Memorial Stadium once again the site for another Central Division grudge match. Both teams won opening weekend, only to fall to division rivals in Week 2. It's a critical matchup in one of the nationally ranked toughest divisions in the country. State Champs Game Time Live. Sound the alarm.
Hello and welcome to historic Wisner Stadium in Pontiac, Michigan for this Week 3 high school matchup. And it's in the Catholic League. It's the Brother Rice Warriors taking on Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Both teams coming in at 1-1 here into Week 3. Thank you for joining us here on the State Champs Network. My name is Ryan Slocum, as always, joined by Coach Pop. Coach, we got real quick here. We're about to kick this sucker off. A quick key to the game for each team.
Well, I'll tell you what, Orchard Lake wants to run the football and pound it down your throat, and then Brother Rice must stop it to get the ball back.
Here we go. Opening kick, and we are through the back of the end zone. The Warriors will take over.
No surprise, Doman puts it through the end zone. He is an All-American kicker going to the University of Michigan, and what a weapon to have. Half the team always go 80 yards.
Absolutely, and he is going to be so special as he always is. If you don't know his story, Tommy Doman, number 19, he is the number 2 punter in the nation and a top 5 kicker in the country as well. He is going to the University of Michigan. This guy is a weapon. He can put 3 points on the board for you from basically anywhere on that side of the field. He is going to be a weapon, and he is going to be special tonight. But here we go. The Warriors about to take this snap for the first play of the game.
See if Jake can't get him off to a good start. Coulter at quarterback.
Jake Coulter out of the shotgun. He swings it outside to his main man, Cole Lacanaria. Great pick up there to about the 35-yard line. One play, one first down, 15-yard pickup. Great start, Coach.
Absolutely fantastic. Fast start. Hope they can keep this going. String some first downs together. Cole Lacanaria, long line in the family of Lacanarias. Yep. Phenomenal athlete. Get the ball in your players' hands.
Absolutely, and this is what Brother Rice wants to do. Talking to Coach K earlier this week, he said, hey, I think we can do some things passing the ball. I think we can take advantage, but we have to give our QB time. He didn't need much time on that first play of the game. Coulter, once again, quick pass, gets it out, and holy Lacanaria, that time went nowhere. Huge hit by Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Yeah, Terrence Bastiste came up just like gangbusters. Read that very well in the quick throw and laid a lick on Cole.
Bang, bang play. Second down at the 35-yard line. No harm, though.
Yep, Cole seems to be good to go, getting the play, going to get out to a spot, get it going again.
Yep, there he goes. Top side of your screen, he's going right back to where he was before. Same matchup there at the top of the screen. No problem for Cole. Coulter now taking the snap on 2nd and 10. This time hands it off and nowhere to go.
St. Mary's recovered a fumble.
Wow.
The defensive line got in there in a hurry.
Paul Petrella picks it up, and not the way you want to start. Coach, I was going to talk to you about this earlier on. A key for me, errors, and we saw it already. Not even 5 plays into the game. Brother Rice had some trouble last week. Turnovers and self-inflicted errors. Boom, right out of the gate, we have another one.
You cannot give a good football team the ball extra times. Let's take a look at that one real quick. Oh, you can see the D-line, great penetration. Big hit. Out comes the ball. St. Mary's recovers.
And, Coach, those guys up front for Orchard Lake, they are going to wreak havoc all day. Here we go, first play from scrimmage. Short pick up there, number 9, Lance Hilly. You're going to hear his name a whole lot today, Coach.
Absolutely. Great tackle there. I saw Zach Batista coming up from the safety position. Phenomenal tackle. Good job there. He had some room to run.
And this is what they do. You're going to see numerous guys in the backfield. They are running that bone offense. This is what they have done under Coach Port. This is what they're going to do, and you're not going to see any different. Numerous guys getting that ball. Hilly was the first one today. Once again, up the gut, Aiden Boyle. Pickup of a couple.
Good job of the interior defense right there. D-line getting a hand on him. Linebackers cleaning it up. McWood in there on the stick. Excellent play. Brings up a 3rd and short, though. Coach Port doing this for 32 years. He's not going to change now.
This is what he does. And, you know, talking to Coach K earlier in the week, he said, what do you think, Coach? What do you got to do? He said one thing, and he went, numero uno, stop them from running the ball. And that's where he stopped. That was all he had to say.
Great defensive penetration.
No question. Gets it inside the 30, but it is going to be 4th down and about 3. We'll see if they decide to go for it or if they decide to use that weapon with the leg.
Matt Hindy in a phenomenal move inside. Tackle for loss.
Well, here we go.
Well, you said it. Here we go. Big field goal.
Looks like it's going to be about a, 45-yard field goal.
Well, you called it. He gets across that side of the field, and let's put it up there for 3.
This is what he does. This will make Jim Harbaugh a happy guy right here.
But in high school, it's different. It goes in the end zone. They don't get the ball where it's put down.
Yep.
It would be on the 20.
Kick is up, and it is no good. Just wide.
No good, wide right.
Well, I'll tell you what, great job by the defense. You know, a couple of good runs on 1st and 2nd down, and we witnessed this last week the whole time. The defense, when asked to make a play, made several plays, give the offense an opportunity. Great job, great stance right there.
Yeah, Coach, you absolutely said it. There was a couple times defense maybe bend but didn't break. Got them down inside the red zone. Look like CC might put some points on the board. No, sir. No. They went the other way.
Yeah, they actually caused several losses and a huge penalty on one of the plays on 3rd down. It was 3rd and goal from 29 yards away. Big penalty, 1st down, automatic, late in the QB. Stopped them anyway.
Yep, absolutely. So here comes Brother Rice for the 2nd time. Coulter back to pass, and look at that, wide open right over the middle. It's Nick Devereaux. He just gets taken down short of the 50-yard line. Big-time pickup down to the 49, and for the 2nd straight drive, nice pickup on 1st down.
Well, you mentioned it early. Give Coulter a little bit of time. Let him look down the field. Throws a strike. Big play. Here we go.
And Coulter is a kid. Wasn't sure if he would be starting at the beginning of this season. He is starting. We know he has an arm. He is going to play baseball at Kentucky. Here we go, 1st down once again. Coulter throwing, and he's got him again. That's Devereaux again. He slips a tackle, cuts back inside, takes it into the red zone, down to the 15, but he loses it.
Oh.
And we'll see what happened. It looked like Orchard Lake may have it, and they're saying they do.
They haven't made it official.
No choice yet. Let's see what's going down at the bottom of that pile. Is he down? Is it recovering? And there is the signal from the white hat.
You're going to run it?
Another giveaway.
Let's take a look at this again. A great move. 6 hawking him down from the back. Made the strip. That's Jordan Cannon, MSU, Michigan, all over him, and that's one of the reasons why. From his linebacker position, 45 yards away, tracks him down and causes a fumble.
That's some closing speed, Coach.
I'll tell you what, and boy, do you love that. Right now they're just licking their chops saying, get that kid up here in our weight room.
Absolutely, and from that replay, you couldn't tell. It looked like he may have been down. Not quite sure, but nonetheless, here we go. Orchard Lake has the ball again, very deep in their own territory. They buy themselves some space there. Nice couple of yard pickup there. Still inside the 10, though. At about the 7, it looks like they're going to mark this one.
Good tackle there by Peter Alcamano. Did a good job of holding on. A very, very St. Mary's-like first down dive. Get some positive yards. See what happens. Make a choice here on second down.
Coach, can't stress it enough, especially, man, you're down there, you're in the red zone, you get a huge pickup, and you give it away. What as a coach are you telling your team just to keep their spirits up, I would say a little bit?
Well, I can tell you the first thing I said is, hey, defense, let's get out there, make a stop, get us some field position. You know, you don't look back on it. You say, hey, let's go get them. Let's force a punt. Great punter, but let's make them punt from inside their 10 and see what happens on our side.
Well, they forced another 3rd and long. Going to be about 5 yards, deep in their own territory.
This is when a St. Mary's fake boot pass would come into play to a tight end. They've been just absolutely making a living on that out of this formation. Let's see what Jason Ross has planned here.
Jason Ross, your QB, was a game-time decision with a wrist injury. He is going to throw. He has his man. He picks up the first down and takes it down to the 25-yard line. That is the boss picking up the first down for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
True to form, Tommy Boss, little out pass, rolling, got a couple blockers with the running backs. Nice, easy pitch and catch. Big first down for St. Mary's.
Yeah, and a great call by you, Coach. They throw the ball for the first time. I know you have worked with Jason Ross quite a bit. Not going to have a ton of time before they snap the ball, but this is a very capable kid under center for St. Mary's.
Phenomenal athlete, great leader.
Hands it up to the front man. Not much going there. Great job by the front. Pickup of 1 for St. Mary's on that play. You know, Ross last week, he didn't play week 1 because of everything that's going on in this world right now. Because of COVID, he had to sit that one out. He comes in, he plays last week, and he hurts his wrist. Didn't know if he was going to play today. He had some treatment nonstop all week. Coach, he's out there, and so far, doing well.
Yeah, he does exactly what St. Mary's wants. Ball control, taking care of the football.
Handoff one more time, and one more time, Brother Rice. Great job up front. That time, it was Jimmy McCarthy. Excuse me, it was not Jimmy McCarthy. That was Lance Hilly one more time on that carry. And once again, it's going to be 3rd down for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
I like Rice's defense. They're getting that low position for tackling. I thought we were a little bit high on occasion last week. They made some changes in practice, obviously. Very good job getting low and bringing those great athletes down.
Third down now for St. Mary's Prep. 5:20 to go in your first quarter. They are going to throw the ball again. Rolling out, has his man. Did he bring it in? Yes, he did. And it is another first down. That time it was Nick Williams making the first down grab. They went to the other side of the field this time, Coach.
Yeah, I could see, Jason did a great job. Started to lose a little bit of area there. Flipped his hips around, made a good throw. It was a little bit low. Fantastic catch by Williams right there and a big first down.
Ball spotted at the
Run, pass. Run, pass, and St. Mary's loves to do that to you.
Well, and that's what they're doing so far. So far, it has worked. They are now just at about the 37-yard line, still in their own territory. 4:45 to play in the game. No score so far. If you are just now joining us, thank you for joining us here on the State Champs Network. It is week 3. It is Brother Rice taking on Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Both teams coming into this game at 1-1. They lost their opener. Won their opener. Coming off losses last week, trying to get back over that 500 mark. 33rd all-time meeting between these two teams. St. Mary's leads it all-time, 17-15. They won this game last year, 44-21. Brother Rice trying to get back at him. Now they're spreading it out. First time we've seen this, Coach.
Yes, sir. Widen things out.
And they are throwing, and they're looking a little long, and they have got another connection. It is number 33, Ben Mete, bringing it in. He crosses into Brother Rice territory. They have thrown the ball 3 times. They have picked up 3 first downs.
You know, and that ball looks like it's lofted a little funny, but, you know, in today's game, as such changes, give your guy a chance to make a play, and lo and behold, he reaches up, comes down with it like a rebound in basketball. Excellent catch.
He sure did. You see so much of that going over the top. That's what he did. Now they're back in that formation that you see so many times. 3 in the back. Hands it off to Hilly. That's a nice strong run right there up to the 30-yard line.
I'll tell you that. They broke the traditional double tight, spread them out, but stayed in the bone look, and sometimes that gives your defense a little different look, and they broke a good one up the middle for 5 yards. Good rush there. Their offensive line just gets off the ball so well all the time. Coach Port just prides himself in that.
You don't see this look a ton anymore either, Coach. What's to say about these guys that they're still doing it and doing it well?
Well, they believe in the system. They believe in their coach. They work their tails off. And, you know, one of those old sayings, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, right.
You know?
No doubt. Brother Rice taking its first time out of the game. We have 2:54 to play in the first quarter. St. Mary's with the ball at the 30-yard line. They're going to be facing a 2nd and 5, and they are moving the ball well. They missed the first drive. Missed a field goal from 45 yards away, but they take this from the 3. They have now marched down to the 30. They're not stopping right now, Coach. They're in a rhythm.
Absolutely. You called it. They feel that rhythm, just like any other thing in the sport. Just a rhythm. Keep moving. Keep rolling. And they're doing a great job of what they do very, very well.
Let's take a look at that
flip
last.
The hips here. Really good catch.
How about
Williams.
that catch? Bringing it right off his shoelaces.
Yeah, and you wondered, hey, did he even catch it? And what a great, it shows it right there. What a great catch. Holy smokes.
Yeah, great shot by our guys as well. Making plays when you need to make them. So far, starting to sprinkle a little bit out here, Coach. That wasn't in the forecast. It was cloudy all day.
You know, I looked at my phone all day, Ryan. I didn't see it once. I don't know what's going on here.
No. Well, you got the tarp over you. I'm out here in the rain, but that's all right. Not too bad yet.
You're from Flint. You're a little tougher.
That's true. That is true. I appreciate the shot out there. That is Hilly again. He's going to be short of the first down. Crosses the 30-yard line. Let's see how many they give him. Looks like at about 2 yards. So once again, Coach, facing a 3rd down. This one a little shorter than the last couple. Are we going to throw the ball this time, or are we going to pound it and get that couple 2 yards?
Well, I'm thinking possibly if they run it, it's 2-down territory for them. But again, they've got the great weapon over there practicing on the sideline. We'll see right now.
Here we go. There he goes. Hilly takes this one, and he takes it down to about the 5-yard line. Man, they are pounding it. And how about that 3rd down conversion rate right now? It's perfect.
It's perfect. Perfect is good on 3rd down. You win a lot of football games. Yeah. You know, and in talking to both teams, their key is, you know, keep the football. Don't give it to the other guy. And here they are taking advantage of their turnover. And I think you said they started on a 3, and here they're knocking on the door all the way in the 5-yard
Yeah,
line.
an incredible drive so far. Down to the 5. They're going to try to get the first score of the game. They missed the 45-yarder just a few minutes ago. Clock is running down to $1:55 to play in your opening quarter. Handoff goes the big fella, bouncing off tacklers. Jordan Cannon is in for the first score of the game. Orchard Lake St. Mary's taking a 6-0 lead.
Quite a rewarding factor there. He is the linebacker who caught the guy caused the fumble. Let's reward him with a 5-yard touchdown
Yeah,
run.
we're coming full circle. How about a 97-yard drive? Looking to tack on the extra point.
Boy, that O-line just getting on people, staying on them, and Cannon just fouling his open space blocking. That's great work right there by a line.
You know it's tough when you know maybe what's coming and they still get you.
100%. Anybody will tell you that. Tough to stop them when you know it's coming. Tough to stop when you don't. But boy, oh boy, when they do it all the time and keep punching in the mouth, we got to get a little more staunch on defense.
We do have a flag on the kick. The kick landed somewhere around the remaining Palace of Auburn Hills. He booted that sucker a mile. We do have a flag on the play, though, Coach.
It looks like it's something on Brother Rice here as they're walking down. Probably going to assess it on the kickoff.
Yep.
Running into the kicker.
Yep, both teams.
During the play,
there it is. Roughing the kicker, you called it. Coach, how much does this offense wear on this line when you're playing 4 quarters and they just keep pounding you and pounding you and pounding you? How tired does that make that defensive front 7 and whatnot for those guys?
Well, there's 2 factors. There's obviously the physical and conditioning, but the mental aspect of here they come again, here they come again, here they come again. And then the offense is sitting on the sideline, let's go, and they got to keep watching it. That's 97 yards.
Right.
Couple of passes, but for the most part, running the football down your throat. Very difficult.
And they didn't take a ton of time either, Coach.
No, that was a pretty quick drive. I think it was about 2.5 minutes. They went right down the field. I think they're going to discuss here if they're going to assess the penalty on the kickoff or if it's simply decline and get the point.
Yep, referees huddling up over there on the sideline.
And because they accepted the point and it's a total decline of the penalty, that's the reason it's not going to be assessed on the kickoff.
All right, so, here we go. Doman once again lining up. Running into the kicker, Coach, not roughing the kicker.
Correct.
There is a difference.
Yes, sir.
So here we go. Expect this one to go through the end zone again. Kick is away. Hey, maybe not.
Chance for a return here.
Picks it up at the 2. This is Cole hitting outside. He's got nowhere to go. Brought down across the 20, and that is where the Warriors will try to get something going here for the 3rd time. Hopefully it's a charm for them. 2 fumbles on their first 2 possessions.
I'll tell you what, that just really bites you. You give the ball, again, anytime extra, but 2 in a row. You had real good things going on. You're breaking open, would have been tackled on the 5-yard line, 1st and goal, and instead you fumble the ball and they recover it and go 97 for a touchdown.
Well, Coulter's done a good job. He has found some wide open guys, just like Coach K said. He said he thought they could do some things in the passing game downfield, pick up some huge plays. They've done it, but mistakes have gotten in the way. Coulter throwing the ball. He has got his man, number 24, picking up the first down right at the stick. That's Savi Bowman.
He's a good-looking freshman. I'll tell you what, coming in this big game, make a catch like that, a little bit up high, know he's going to get hit and secure it and take it down. Great work.
And how about that? Freshman out here playing in the big game, getting major time out here the first 3 weeks. How about that, being a freshman at this level, making big plays?
Great kid, doing well in the school, acclimating. It's good stuff.
So it's another first down for the Warriors. Coulter throwing again, and he has got a man wide open. That is Rocco, and Rocco takes it to the house. Brother Rice striking right back.
Great ball position by Drake. Rocco broke open middle, beyond the safety. Corner couldn't keep up. Phenomenal play. Great job. And again, let's give it to the offensive line. He was back there for a good time, able to throw a strike with no one in his face.
Absolutely. 67 yards to the crib on that one. Rocco Manmilia. And, Coach told us before this game. What are you seeing, Coach?
Look at that. Gets right behind the safety. Jape makes a great throw. And Rocco with great speed, because I know Batiste can really run. That's a great play and a great answer for Brother Rice.
Well, and Coach, extra point up and through. And with under a minute to play in the first, we are tied at 7. And speaking of 7, Rocco, again, we talked to Coach before the game, and he told us, we're not going to play Rocco all that much on offense when we really need him. Well, first quarter, they needed him, and he came up big.
And I'll tell you what, that's going to lead you later on in the game to use him a little bit more, because he did really well right there for you.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, right back in this game. And all of a sudden, Coach, we were talking earlier, how do you get your guys up? How do you make sure they're not getting down? I think that right there will make you forget about everything that happened in the first 2 drives.
So you brought it up, Ryan. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them going? The line's getting tired. I'll tell you how. Big strike offensive play. High school, great emotional game, as we all know, and now their emotions are on the high. That's beautiful.
Well, and that D-line for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, very strong. They can get after you. They have had trouble with Coulter getting hit. So far, he has not. He has had time. He has been accurate, and that is a huge sign of what we're going to see the rest of the game. They're getting the big chunks that Coach talked about.
Yeah, you were right. He talked about using that space, and they've got the kids and athletes to do it. That is one of their strengths. When I asked Coach K, he said absolutely at the receiver, skill positions. And here's a young kicker in his first opportunity in the Catholic League and the varsity level.
Absolutely, and we will tell you his story as this game goes on. Crazy story for him. Short kick at about the 10, little hop and a little skip, and down to the 34-yard line. That's going to be Chubbs taking it out to the 34.
Chubbs Ruckhaber, I'll tell you what, when he was a little guy, I saw pictures Dad showed me at practice. He was a little chunky. Got the nickname Chubbs at about 2 years old, and guess what? He's now in high school, and he's still got the nickname Chubbs.
He's still Chubbs. How does he feel about that? He's got to be cool with it.
He loves it. He loves it. Everybody calls him Chubbs. That's what he's known as everywhere, and obviously he's not so chubby anymore and can use his feet and run.
I'm going to call him Chubbs up here. I'm not going to call it down there.
That's right.
I'm not going to do it. We've got 50 seconds to play in the first. Now here comes Orchard Lake St. Mary's one more time. Their 3rd drive of the game. Pickup of about 3.
And you can see how they're stacking that Mike linebacker right behind the nose guard, and they're probably playing some games. One goes one A gap, the other goes the other A gap, and McWood right there with the tackle.
And, Coach, we talked about we weren't going to use him as much on offense because he's playing a special role today on defense to try to stop that run. Is that right?
Absolutely. And they're a little diamond defense here. You can see it with the nose, the guy right behind him, the guy a little bit deep because of that tight. There we go.
We got pressure on him. Ball is up, and there's your boy. There's the Rock. He was almost cooking up an interception.
I'll tell you what, he was on that like crazy, and I saw right there that Joey Schmaltz made a great hit on the quarterback, calls that ball to float. Ability then for Rocco to come over and break that up. Excellent defensive play on both sides of the one line of scrimmage and one on the other.
Absolutely. That brings up another 3rd down. We've got 8.8. This will probably be your last play of the first quarter. This time it's going to be 3rd and about 7, maybe 8. But they have been perfect so far on 3rd down.
Yeah, this is a big one. Big stop opportunity for Brother Rice. You see they're going to spread it out of the bone here.
And that's the first time we have seen them take a shot at all down the field. And we are running again. Rolls out. He has got his man, but he missed him. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Still got some ticks on the clock, so they're probably going to punt this one away as we close out the first quarter.
Jackson Manelli with great pressure on Jason on that play. I don't know that it caused him to throw it early or anything, but he was right in his back pocket. That's good hustle on the defense from the backside.
You got to love it if you're Brother Rice right now. After giving away your first 2 possessions, you then score on a 67-yard strike. Now you force these guys to punt for the very first time. You're feeling good going into that second period.
Well, and you called it. The defense rode that emotion, makes a big stop. They'd given up 3rd downs the whole time, and they did not that time.
Cole Lockenaria back. There is the number 2 punter in the country, kicking that one away. Gets a friendly bounce, but it was out of bounds. And Brother Rice will take over after they switch sides. After 1, we are knotted up, 7-7.
Boy, so often in these Catholic League games, they are just right after each other. They know each other so well, been playing for so many years. Even after 2 turnovers, though, Rice has got to feel pretty good. I think you mentioned it a couple times, Ryan.
Absolutely, and they stopped the ball the last couple of times as well. Stopping that run is what Coach said you've got to do, and they stepped up to the plate. Let's check out a replay here. This is that play. Rock broke up.
You can see Manelli right in the quarterback's face on that. absolutely forced an early throw, so he was off balance, looped it up, and Rocco came from the opposite side safety and made a play on the other tight end. That's an excellent defensive play.
It really broke it up from 2 guys.
That's correct.
Absolutely. Great job there. Well, Coulter's going to take over.
I really
Warriors,
like the fact that Rice is using this spread out field.
Warriors on their own 30, 70 yards to go.
Starting the second quarter.
Got them spread out, 2 receivers on each side of the field. They've only ran the ball once so far. Cole's in motion. Coulter with a lot of time. Dumps it down. And that is another first down on first down. Nick Devereaux, his 3rd catch of the ball game. Man, he is wide open in that middle of the field, Coach.
I'll tell you what, Jake right there, showing the poise, escapes out of the pocket a little bit, finds his balance point, hits the crossing route for a big first down. Great poise on that play. I saw a lot of that last week. He's really grown quite a bit these last 3 weeks.
Yeah, Coach, I think he's done a good job. And, early in the season, too, he was doing that same thing, buying some time, finding open receivers. They dropped a couple of those passes, but he did his job. I like the way he thinks on his feet.
Yeah, and when we work with these guys, that's football. You do your job, the next guy will do his, and that's when we have success. And it doesn't always work. That's okay. You come back the next play.
Got a man in motion again. That is Gianni Delamonte. Coulter throws it kind of to nobody on that one. Just getting out of trouble. That's the first time he's really felt any pressure.
Yeah, he had some pressure. I thought he did a good job. I thought he was going to get caught from behind. He, I think, was reading a guy breaking off a route who did not. So he ended up throwing into some open area, and it falls harmlessly. And here we go, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
It's fun to watch young QBs who don't get rattled. They don't get shaken. They believe in their skill set, and they make good things happen and don't hurt their football team.
Here we go out of the shotgun one more time. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Coulter's looking that way. No, he's stepping up in the pocket, and he's running. He is just short of the first down. I think he slid a hair before the sticks. We'll see where they mark it at.
As you can see, the defensive backs there were in cover 1, man coverage. He saw a monster open field and took a big chunk of it, and they've got a very manageable 3rd down right here.
They sure do. The only mistake he made was he slid right before third base, Coach. He did. You got to go through that stick.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I'll tell you what, the coaches are on the sideline going, good job, Jake, good job. Get down. Don't get hit by those linebackers.
That's true. No question about that. He did pick up 9 yards on the play. Like you said, 3rd and manageable, 10 and 23 to play before halftime. Here comes Cole in motion one more time. Oh, we might get a timeout here. Yeah, and we do. A little confusion.
Yeah, I think Jake thought the motion was going to come from the other side, but he was on the line of scrimmage, so he's not going to be able to motion. Cole knew it was him. They're probably going to do a run play up the middle there. We'll see what they come up with now. Good timeout by Brother Rice, I believe.
Yeah, Brother Rice loses to their rival last week. Coach, what did you take away from that game? I know Coach K was telling me all we've done all week, get the bad taste out of your mouth.
That's exactly right. You can't let it hang in there. You've got to take care of what you need to take care of. Catholic Central played a good football game last week. Brother Rice played a good football game last week. And, they outed them in the end there. Close football game, 1-score game. Again, I texted Coach K later in the evening, probably too late. But I said, hey, listen, you got to be proud of your defense. They let you have opportunities to win that game. Didn't come out on your favor, but you had opportunities.
And just proud of his entire team. They were told late in the week they were losing 5 starters that were exposed to COVID. None of them are sick, but they are not playing. Here we go, 3rd and 1. More on that in a second. Coulter, nope, we got a direct snap going to the rock, and he hits outside. He's got the first, takes a lick, but that's all right. That's another first down for the Warriors. Yeah, as we were mentioning, you go into your rivalry game last week. The biggest game that you can possibly have outside of being in the playoffs. And, oh, by the way, like all your big dudes, they're not playing all of a sudden. And none of them are sick, by the way. And then you just barely, but you got to be proud because they were in that game right till the end, and they had a chance to win.
Well, true to form, as their nickname, the Warriors.
Yep.
That's exactly what the guys did, and they're doing it again tonight. Super proud of how they started off this game.
From the 44, Coulter looking. That ball is tipped, and it falls incomplete. That's Hilly knocking down that pass. And, man, this guy's all over the place on both sides of the ball.
I'll tell you what, he did most of the work on that 97-yard running drive, and then here he is knocking down a pass. But, again, Jake escaping out, finds a little room, finds a balance point, spotted the man, but good defensive play.
Absolutely. Brings up 2nd and 10. Still at the 44.
Got trips in here to the boundary. Let's see if we don't have a crossing route.
And they're coming up on him.
Looks like a man-free set.
Coulter to the running back. That's Charlie D'Angelo. Picks up a couple. He's going to be inside the 40 now.
Number 31, Charlie D'Angelo.
That was a great job. Very well-placed football, so allowed Charlie to continue running instead of stopping, so he gets to break that first tackle. And, of course, there's Neely again hawking him down. But 3rd and 4 is a heck of a lot better than 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 8.
Had all the attention there at the bottom of the screen. He goes top side, picks up 6, 3rd and 4. And here we go one more time. Same set as before. We got 3 at the bottom, 1 up top. Hard count. Coulter may take it himself again, but he doesn't have the chance. Coulter brought down by a couple of guys, but we do have a flag coming in late.
Charles Collins made the tackle. Flags on the field.
Looks like
Coulter's
Jake
got his
took his
helmet
helmet off.
Yeah. Don't know if he lost it or he took it off. Looks like he's all right. Maybe having equipment failure there, the way he's.
After the play, personal foul, St. Mary's.
And that's going to be a personal foul on St. Mary's. Can't do that.
Might be the reason the helmet came off.
It probably is the reason the helmet came off.
First down.
However, they're replacing Jake, so that is not what happened. So, anyway, Brother Rice, first down. Big play for them. They were short, stopped, a little undisciplined by St. Mary's, which you don't often see. It's going to help Brother Rice continue this drive.
Yeah, that is not how Coach has become as successful as he's become. Very disciplined.
Got an able character here at the quarterback in Josh Filer.
What do you know about Josh, Coach?
He works hard-working kid. Learns great quarterback coach in Shane Locken area. Works all summer long. Was fighting for that starting job, and he's prepared to go in.
Well, the play is in. Once again, 3 at the bottom of your screen. And do we have a timeout?
Timeout.
Yes, we do.
Timeout, Brother Rice.
Yeah, it looked like there was some confusion, Coach. Sometimes that happens when a new guy comes in, doesn't know that he's going to come in. I see that we have Coulter getting into that huddle. Looks like he may be jumping back in there. Looks like he's fine. Nothing wrong with him at all.
I believe he's allowed, because we call the timeout, I believe he's allowed to go back in and play quarterback.
Yeah, the helmet comes off. But he is heading back to the sideline. And he is taking his helmet off again.
I think you're right, though, Ryan. I don't think anything is wrong with him.
Nope.
Like they're not checking him for something with the head
Not
or
at
something.
all.
So that's a good sign.
No, he looks like he's good to go, Coach.
That looked like it was going to be a QB sweep, good old-fashioned single wing, get behind your back and try and get a yard for us. See what happens
Well,
here.
let's see if that's what they still go with. It will be first down. The Warriors in position again. You know, we were talking about the kickers earlier, and we know that Doman is incredible. What a story on this side. Pardee ends up being one of those 5 players who cannot be with the Warriors right now. Here we go. 1st and 10. Locken area. in motion. And you call it. Looked like he wanted to run. He throws. Look at that. Great snag there by La Canaria.
I'll tell you what, though.
The little fella's got some hands, man.
Well, that is a phenomenal catch, and you're right. His hands are soft and receives the ball extremely well. But, boy, talk about believing in your backup. He's in there, and you're throwing the football.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Absolutely.
Good for them. And true to form, because he worked all summer, he's ready to make a play, and he's flushed out of the pocket, makes a good throw.
We were talking about the kickers. Connor Kolka, he was a JV kicker last year. Didn't come out for the team. Didn't want to play this year. Well, then we had another kicker get hurt last week, so here's Kolka kicking. They may need him. We'll see if they do. It's second down, 7 to go. Coulter back in there. He goes to number 5 once again. Looks like he's brought down right at about the line.
He's got to get rid of that ball a little bit quicker, I think. The defender's off him. We're running a little bubble out there. He's got to catch and get that ball quicker, and I think he gives La Canaria a little bit more time to make a move or get away from that tackle. However, good ball position on that so he could make a good catch.
So here we go. It's money time, third down, 5 to go. They're on the 17, 6:35 to play. Clock is running. Coulter bringing in the play.
Well, it must be a big play because here comes number 7, Rocco Melia.
You
and I
said
think
it.
he's been on there a little bit. This is a big drive. Let's see what happens.
Here we go.
With
He's
him.
all by himself at the bottom of your screen. Well, you can't see him right now. Trips up top. Coulter looking top side. And almost picked off. And that is going to bring up a 4th down.
Boy, I'll tell you right there, DeCorian Temple put a lick on Coulter. Good thing he's getting up and jogging off because he laid him out pretty good.
He sure did. So here we go. Number 84, the guy we were just talking about, Connor Kolka, is in to kick. Coach said from about 30 or so, he is comfortable. This one will be a little further than that. Going to be 34 yards. He is their 3rd kicker this season. He was JV last year. What a spot for him to make a name. Snap was low. The kick is no good. Going to be wide to the left. It had the distance. Good boot on it. Just a hair left.
Yeah, popped it really well. A little bit of a low snap. I thought Mealy did a great job to get that back up on the tee, but probably caused a little timing issue. A little wide.
Here you go again, Coach.
Well, I'll tell you what, and there was Green in front of him and nobody to tackle him if he makes that catch.
And you said it. Rock is in the game. He may be going to Rocco. He was looking for Rocco.
Now they come back and stop the run again.
Runs right into the wall, but busts through it. And that is the deuce. That is Tommy Boss.
Tommy Boss carried
Well, he made a big catch earlier, if you remember, on a 3rd down play out of the backfield, and they're not afraid to give him the ball to run up in there strong as well.
No, sir. He's gone over 100 yards this season already.
2nd down and 5.
Just one of the trio of guys that you're going to hear us say over and over and over again today.
And they just keep coming. Just keep coming.
They do. And here they come one more time on 2nd down. Good cut back inside, this time by Hilly. Doesn't get much. Gain of 1 or 2 on that one.
Great job of inside-out pursuit there by the defense to even make that tackle. They're going to hold him short, make a 3rd and 3, see if they can stop and make him punt again.
Potestivo on the tackle.
Got Sands and Potestivo hustling down the line of scrimmage to make that play.
You see Hilly coming out of the game right now. Josh now going out of the shotgun. And there you go, Coach. Oh, huge hit. Rocco laid a lick on him, but the damage was already done by Tommy Boss. He picks up another 1st down on 3rd down for St. Mary's.
Boy, there they are on 3rd down again, picking up that big chunk of yardage they needed for a 1st down. Go in the gun look. Just run a simple draw, let your guy make a read, little sliver of a hole, and bam, 8 yards and a first down.
Yeah, Coach, when they give you a different look after giving you the same look all the time, for young kids like this and a young team, what does that do when all of a sudden, wait a minute, he's in the gun now, what are we getting?
Well, you always feel so prepared, but it is something new, and it's a different reaction set.
On first down, a nice pickup going off tackle that time, and that is going to be number 26, Aiden Boyle.
Boy, just another one. We're not even marked on the sheet as a guy to look at a lot, and then here he comes in, probably a backup to somebody, going to spell somebody, and, rips off a good, strong 5-yard run on first down. Hey, 2nd and 5 is a good place to sit and as an offense.
Yeah, when you pick them up 5 yards a pop, you're doing all right. Once again in that bone, and once again, same guy, not the same result this time. Boyle brought down, and they're going to lose a yard.
Well, Hindi did a great job in there, and it was also Manelli, I believe, in on again. Holy smokes, great penetration. Good job securing the tackle.
So another 3rd and long, but no worry for these guys. This just seems to be normal to them.
Yeah, I think they say give it 3rd and something all the time because we keep picking up first downs.
Absolutely. Loving the pressure there on 3rd. Let's see what kind of look they give us this time. Going to be in the gun again, Jason Ross in the shotgun facing 3rd and 6. He rolls to his right, stops, looks like he wants to run, has a little room, but that guy, number 7, one more time lays a lick. It's Rocco right there to bring up 4th down, and it looks like they're going to have to kick it away again.
Great job in the back end with coverage there. He didn't have anybody to go to. He's trying to make a play. Rocco comes up. Great job.
Clock is stopped, so he did get him out of bounds. 4th down and 2. Tommy Doman going to kick it away. La Canaria back for the Warriors.
What a great snap. Really snapped that off back there.
Kick this sucker high. Fair catch called. And it is brought in at the 20-yard line. So the Warriors will have 2:41 to see if they can take it 80 yards. Or maybe a little shorter with a 3-pointer and take the lead heading into our makeshift locker rooms, which are actually just a spot in the grass over there.
Yeah, they got the amphitheater over here for Brother Rice to sit in and the spot in the turf over there.
Coach, how crazy is all of this? I talked to both coaches, and I said, it's week 3. Is there any more sense of normal at all? Is it getting kind of normal? Not even close. Both of them said, no, it's not. And even the locker room, there are no locker rooms. We can't go in locker rooms. We have to just meet off of the field because of what we're dealing with in the world right now.
Certainly a new normal coming our way.
La Canaria in motion, coming to the bottom of the screen. Coulter looking that way, and he finds Cole, number 5. Nice little juke. Oh, he is brought down, and that is going to be a horse collar tackle. So tack on another 15 on top of the 11 they picked up on first down.
I'll tell you what, if the kid had a flag, you can't pull it, so you grab at anything you can, and that's exactly what happened. A couple guys he left in the dust there. I suppose not dust anymore, in the turf, pellets. So,
yeah, that was you do what you got to do. I don't know how many yards he was going to pick up there, but he put a Roman Reigns move on him right there, I think, to bring him down.
Going ancient times. I like it, Ryan.
We got to, pick up of 15 at 11 and then 15 more. With 2:27 to go, Brother Rice back in business. They've got the ball on their own 47 there at midfield with a whole lot of time to do some damage. That's Gianni in motion. 3 up top this time. Coulter. And he has got Devereaux one more time, and that is another first down. That's all this guy's done today, Coach. First down after first down by Devereaux.
Boy, he's got really soft hands as well. He's doing a great job, and Jake is putting that ball on the money.
How about these skill position guys, man? We have seen some great catches, and they're getting open, and they're bringing it in. Outside of the couple fumbles we've seen today, man, they're doing great.
You know, most people are looking at it going, you got 5 blockers on 5 defenders because they're in man. But you know what? Keep throwing the ball if it's working.
And that's what they're doing with $1:38 to go before halftime. Coulter over the middle, and that time it was stripped away by number 5, Raid Zerkin. How about that name? Raid. I like it.
Raid Zerkin. Great play. Knocked it right out of his hands. Excellent defensive play right there. Good ball again, though.
Yeah.
Right in the breadbasket.
Yep, sure was. Cole just couldn't get it in there because of Raid breaking that up. We have 1:32 before the half. Second down now for Brother Rice. On the 40, looking to take the lead before the half. La Canaria in motion. High snap. There's some pressure, and Coulter just has to get it away. Great job there. Big number 88, Decorion Temple, making Coulter rush that time.
Yep, a good job by him getting in his face. Good job by Jake just throwing it. Nobody's going to touch it. I know it makes it 3rd and 10, but you know what? You didn't give them the football back, so very good job by him.
But the clock does stop, so St. Mary's liking that. They may get a chance to get this ball back, and then they can take the lead before the break.
Like this tight set, maybe take advantage of the outside here.
Yeah, we have not seen that yet by Brother Rice. There's La Canaria, gonna be short of the first down. Great catch, and it's gonna bring up about a 4th and 3, 4th and 4.
Ran a little mesh route there, and he came open. He puts that ball out in front. That could have been 6 points.
And it looks like they are going to go. They are. Offense is staying out there as the clock is running. We are under a minute. 4th and 4 on the 34. Well, they're trying to figure out personnel here. We may get a timeout, Coach.
Well, they didn't huddle, so they got some time. They got 10 seconds. We got the back judge, hand up.
We got the receiver stacked on the bottom of your screen. Coulter going to look that way. He's got pressure. He's going to take off. He heaves it toward the end zone. Oh, and a great breakup. Great pursuit there by the DBs to close out 24. He was wide open there, Savi was, for a second, but they closed on him.
And there's that speed by T.J. Batiste. He's got a great job getting back there. But I like the throw. I mean, even if they catch it, it's in the end zone. They'd get the ball on the 20. It'd be like a punt. Now they're going to go on the 34-yard line with only 28 seconds. Play some defense, and let's go to half and talk about it, make some adjustments. That's the Brother Rice plan. On the St. Mary's side, you're saying, hey, we got great athletes. Get one with the football and make a big play. Let's go up 14-7 at halftime.
And what do you think, Coach? Do you think they'll keep it on the ground, or do you think they're going to try to take a shot here?
Well, set-wise, I think I'm a genius saying they're going to keep it on the ground.
Now that they're set, yeah, of course. And right into the line. Pickup of 1 or 2, and that is probably going to take us to the half.
We're going to try and rip one more play off. I just hear the coach just saying, hurry, hurry, hurry.
They are hurrying.
See if they try and get the tight end down the field here.
In the bone again, and they hand it off. Going to be a pickup of 4 or 5, but that is not good enough. The clock has struck 0, and we're going to start all over again in the third quarter. It is 7-7. Coach, what do you like real quick?
Real quick, I think the fact that Brother Rice gives 2 turnovers up and they're going into half tied, I think they've got to feel really good about that. Offensively, they're hitting some open spots. And defensively, you know what? Not another 97-yard drive against you. Stopped a couple third downs. I really like that.
Yeah, they have definitely settled down, stopping that run on third down. We will catch back up with you in here in a couple of minutes. Let's take a look back at some great memories from Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Brother Rice from years past.
If you let the state know right now, they'll ruin us. Let's go.
And finally yesterday, a Catholic League Classic. 2 undefeateds. Brother Rice hosting Orchard Lake St. Mary's in white. Second quarter, Rice with a little creativity off the Darnell Johnson pick. Jim Wojciechowski inside the 10. Rice scored 2 plays later. They led 7-0 at the half.
We got to play tougher, fellas. I don't think we're playing tough enough. We got to play tough. Get off the ball. Offense and defensive line. We got to wrap up on our tackles.
First drive of the third quarter. Warriors QB Charlie Hennigan bursting through 3 Eaglets for a 25-yard beauty. Rice pulling away 14-zip. Then in the ensuing kickoff, though, Eaglet sophomore Deontay Allen found a seam and says, "Don't count us out of the W yet." All the way down to the 5, which led to an Orchard Lake St. Mary's TD. But the Warriors' running game was simply too strong. John Goebel with a hard-nosed 12-yarder, securing the win. Warriors win 28-7. They go to Ford Field 8-0.
It feels good!
Brother Rice against Orchard Lake St. Mary. John Goebel, 41 yards to the 5. Warriors scored 2 plays later, 7-6 game. But the Eaglets have a stunning sophomore. Deontay Allen takes the kickoff, and watch this. An 87-yard foot race to the barn. Eaglets led by 8 at the half.
He's a sophomore! He's a sophomore!
We've got 2 more quarters to play. Okay? This can be one of the greatest victories that you ever can handle.
On to the fourth quarter. Rice still down 8. Watch John Goebel again, and watch his legs. He wasn't down. Alertly he popped up, 45 yards and a 6-spot. So the Warriors have needed a 2-pointer to tie. Not today, though. The Eaglets are going to the regionals. They win 18-16. Finally to the Catholic League for a heavyweight duel. Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Brother Rice. Rice led early 7-0, but the Eaglets got it back. Justin Siller to Anthony Bowman, 64 yards, 7-7 game. And OLSM didn't stop there. Siller must be a Michael Vick fan because he looked like him here. "63 yards for Justin, 14-7. But Rice would get that one back. Mike Capetta to Kaunda Hancock for the TD. Warriors were down 17-14 at the half.
Oh, second half is our half, and no one stops, and we keep going.
But in these games, mistakes often turn the tables, and this one did. Pat Carroll took the loose ball out of the air at the Rice 42.
Let's go!
How's this for going? Torian Washington from Siller. The Eaglets held off the Warriors 24-21 to win the Catholic League crown. They'll meet again next week in the Prep Bowl.
Give every ounce you have to this game right now.
And in the big school game, Brother Rice and Orchard Lake St. Mary's for the second week in a row. Second quarter, OLSM in red already up 6-0, getting more. Justin Stiller to Mick Kanachek, 70 yards, 13-0 Eaglets at the half.
You gotta be a smart football team, guys. Hey, go out and have fun and play a great second half.
Third quarter, more OLSM. Stiller to Anthony Bowman, this time 21 yards, and a 20-0 lead. Rice needed a lift.
We are Brother Rice! We are Brother Rice!
The Warriors did try to get back in it. Andy Lynch to John Grubble, 25 yards, 20-7, but that would be it for a 20-7 Orchard Lake St. Mary's victory.
1, 2, 3, Rice!
This was the third meeting between Brother Rice and Orchard Lake St. Mary's. The Catholic League champs came in at 11-0, beating Rice twice this year. Second half, Rice up 3-zip. Running back John Goebel around the edge for 11 yards in the score. The Warriors went up 10-0. Later, though, the Eaglets faced fourth down on offense, needing 16 yards. Nick Niemczek delivered to Rico Rhodes for the score. St. Mary's within 2, 10-8. They then needed 2 to tie. The Warriors held them to keep their 2-point lead. 3 minutes to go now in the fourth. Rice tried to put it away. John Henry scores from 15 yards out. Brother Rice, regional champions, 17-8. They'll face Adams now.
We're really happy, you know. We came out, we wanted to win this one so bad because they beat us twice and they beat us last year. They took us out of the playoffs and just team game. Like everybody played their heart out, every ounce.
You can't go out there and loaf. You can't take a break for one play tonight. Every single play. Everything you got.
Warriors, hoping to win for the first time at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. We begin in the second quarter. Game scoreless, Rice driving. This is the senior Devin Church getting the pitch 10 yards before he's brought down at the Eaglet 8. That would set up a 25-yard field goal attempt by the junior Andrew Toad. Counting. Brother Rice led 3-0 at the half. Orchard Lake St. Mary's 4-1 on the year. In the third quarter, senior kicker Nathan Perry able to knock through this 28-yard field goal. It was 3-3 into the fourth.
Hey, last year we made history when we beat CC. This year, this is so much bigger. Let's make history. I believe in all of you. You should believe in yourself. Do this for that man. That man done so much for us, we can't even explain it. Let's do it for him. Let's go. 100. Let's go.
Let's go late in the game. Orchard Lake St. Mary's driving. But here, on 4th and 4 from the Rice 11, the Warrior defense stuffs Keelan Smith. Rice gets the rock back. And they had their chance with under 2 minutes left. But the Eaglet D mans up and returns a favor. Church on 4th and 1. Stop. 30 seconds left now. Orchard Lake trying to get into the end zone before the end of regulation. But senior quarterback Dan Clements is picked by Brother Rice's Cody Ellwanger. 2 plays later, 7 seconds left now. Toth with the chance to give Brother Rice the win. Why? We were tied at 3 heading into overtime.
Together, we want to be together, we want to have poise, we don't want to make any mistakes. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's going to be okay. Come on,
Right.
Brother Rice would get the ball first. Junior quarterback Shane Lacanario rolls and connects with his senior wideout Brian Roney. 10-yard TD. They miss the PAT, however, the lead at 9-3. Back come the Eaglets. Facing 3rd and goal from the 17, Clements gets it to Chris Wolin, and the senior does the rest. Touchdown, Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Game tied at 9. Kick the extra point, ball game. It's all on place kicker Nathan Perry. He's money. Orchard Lake St. Mary's remains unbeaten at home against Brother Rice. 10-9 the final.
Last time we said we had to find something. We had to find something. We didn't know how it was going to go.
Oh, we did,
I'll tell you what. Okay, stop tonight.
I'm here with Chris Wolin. You win the final touchdown, and you guys won. How does it feel?
Oh, man, it feels amazing, man. We never lost to Brother Rice on this field, never will, man. Just had that in mind. I did what I did. We played hard.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we go to a Catholic League Central Division class as Orchard Lake St. Mary's went on the road to take on Birmingham Brother Rice. Looking to extend its winning streak to 28 in a row, Brother Rice driving in the second quarter down 7-0. The Mr. Football candidate Alex Malzone connects with Brian Fortin for the 8-yard touchdown. We were tied at 7 apiece going into halftime. St. Mary's was the last team to beat Brother Rice. That was 2 years ago. This is Ryan Johnson for the Eaglets, breaking free down the sideline for the 80-yard score. They would miss the PAT, but Orchard Lake takes a 13-7 lead. It was a record-breaking night for Brother Rice. Malzone gets it to his favorite target. That's Grant Perry for the 37-yard touchdown. Malzone threw for 4 touchdown passes in a single-game school record of 419 yards passing. Perry also set a school record with 257 yards receiving as Brother Rice wins it. 28-20 is the final.
Brother Rice hoping to put the perfect cap on the career of legendary coach Alfred Casa with a 3rd straight state title. but the Big Reds of Muskegon looking for revenge after last year's tough loss to these same Warriors. Unbeaten Rice made it clear their plans: throw the ball and throw it a lot. Opening minutes, junior quarterback and Mr. Football finalist Alex Malzone, he completed his first 9 attempts, including this delivery to Damaris Woods into the end zone from 16 yards out, 7-0 Birmingham Brother Rice. Muskegon muscled up one of the most potent offenses in the state all year long. Tavon Jackson, quick feet, up the sideline for a huge gain. That would set up a touchdown run from the sensational senior QB Deshaun Thrower. Just outside the 5, he tied this one up at 7 apiece. Just like last year's contest, both teams exchanging blows. This one was no different early on. Malzone dropping back, this time finding Grant Perry over the middle. The highlight reel one-handed grab to put the Warriors back up a score. But Rice gave up 216 yards on the ground in the first half. Thrower doing the bulk of the damage, the senior alone again. This one good from 16 yards, and we were back even. But Malzone had an equally incredible first half. 181 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns. Dialing up Perry's number again, the junior dives his way over the goal line to put the Warriors up 7. At the break, the score stood at 21-14. In the second half, the Warriors putting the pedal to the metal. Malzone having himself a day, this time connecting with wideout Corey Lacanaria, and the senior follows the sideline to pay dirt. Brother Rice jumped out to a 31-14 lead. Closing minutes now. The Warriors looking for a little extra cushion. Al Fracassa reaching into his bag of tricks. The fake field goal. Malzone will find his way untouched into the end zone. Brother Rice with the perfect ending to a storybook year. 30 years since their last undefeated season, 3rd straight Division II state title, 430th career coaching win, and the 10th and final state championship for Coach Al Fracassa. 38-21.
On to Division III. Orchard Lake St. Mary's looking to win its 3rd straight title, going up against Muskegon. This rematch of the 2014 state final. We picked this one up in the first quarter. Muskegon driving, and it's our Mr. Football finalist Khalil Pimpleton up the middle for the 18-yard touchdown, and the Big Reds up 7-3 after the first quarter. Score now 14-6 with 35 seconds to go in the first half. St. Mary's would get a score as junior quarterback Caden Prescorn throws it up, and Clay Antishan makes the nice diving 29-yard touchdown grab. The Eaglets were down 14-13 going into the half. Jump now to the fourth quarter with Muskegon trailing 20-14. It's the Virginia Tech-bound Pimpleton on the end around. He scores from 18 yards, and the Big Reds take the 1-point lead, 21-20. Back comes OLSM. On the foot of the junior place kicker Ben Fee with the longest kick in state championship history. This one from 49 yards out to put the Eaglets back up 23-21. But Muskegon would march down the field, and Ladarius Jefferson punches it in from 3 yards out. That puts the Big Reds back up 28-23. Now, with 10 seconds to go, St. Mary's needs a touchdown, and it would be Prescorn hooking up with Kyron Cunningham for the 18-yard touchdown. They would hang on to win 29-28 and capture its 3rd straight Division III state championship.
Feel amazing just to have the three-peat go down in history as the first team in our school to ever do this. A lot of people doubted us. We were against a great team. Muskegon played us very hard. They came out, they played with their hearts out. We had to play with our hearts out too.
And welcome back to historic Wisner Stadium in Pontiac, Michigan. Thank you for staying with us here on the State Champs Network. I'm Ryan Slocum along with Coach Pop. This is Brother Rice taking on Orchard Lake St. Mary's week 3 of the high school football season. We are just about to kick off the second half, and we got a brand new ball game, Coach. It is 7-7. Keys to the second half for you. What adjustments would you like to see Rice make right now?
I'd very much like to see them take advantage of St. Mary's having 5 defenders in the box, meaning they have 4 down linemen and 1 backer. We could get 5-on-5 blocking with a player running the football. I'd love to see them pop 1 or 2 of those, run off the man-to-man coverage, and make a safety who's at 12 yards make a play.
Yeah,
I'd
Coach,
like to see that.
You got to keep them honest. They have only ran the ball 1 time in this game. Now, they're throwing the ball great. They're moving the ball. They're picking up the chunks that Coach K said they wanted to do, that he thought they could do in this game. They're doing that, but Colts are starting to get hit a little bit here in the final minutes of that first half.
And you know what? That wears on you. That not just physically, but the fact that you know it's coming all the time. So we'll see if they can take advantage of that. Rice has to kick to the potent running game of St. Mary's. We'll see how they handle it on defense.
Well, here we go. From left to right, the Warriors kicking off. That defense of theirs really did a good job after letting up that 97-yard drive that led to the 1 touchdown for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Oh, we got a little issue here now. Couldn't bring in the ball, and boom.
That is a great tackle by Gianni. Huge play right there. Get him down at the 7-yard line. And the young kicker comes through.
He sure did. Line drive kick, and I think that kind of confused Batiste a little bit on that. He couldn't bring it in, and they're in trouble. And just as I said, a 97-yard drive, if they're going to put more points on the board, they're going to have to go a long way again.
Let's hope we can get a stop here and force a punt, and again, get some decent field position. Again, Delamonte racing down, did not let the runner get outside, makes a great tackle.
And one of the things we were looking at the beginning of the game is quarterback Jason Ross was a game-time decision after hurting his wrist last week. Handoff here, straight up, nowhere to go.
First down trap play, such a part of Coach Port's game, and a really good stop by the interior line. Andoni in there clogging it up.
Ross is a guy who I know you know well. You've worked with him. For those that don't know, you know a thing or two about quarterbacks. You've worked with a couple throughout the years. And wrist injury, he was throwing the ball well, doesn't seem to be bothering him one bit.
Well, he's a football player first, and that is quite evident in overcoming that injury and doing a great job so far.
Well, we're on turf, so we couldn't rub any dirt on it, but it isn't bothering him. Here he goes again, rolls out, he's scrambling, and he's going to take this one. Great pickup. He's across the 20, across the 30, down to the 34. Wrist is fine, and apparently his feet are fine as well. Big pickup there by Jason Ross, and a new set of downs for St. Mary's.
Well, he's got offers as a safety and as a receiver, and you can see why. He can really run the ball. And you know what? We gave up the edge on that, lost contain, and he takes advantage of it for a huge gain.
Well, Coach, and talk about that a little bit, too, because there may be people at home going, wait a minute, kid's a quarterback. He's got receiver offers?
Yep, they said, hey, Jason, we need you to play quarterback. We don't have anybody right now. We need you to take over the reins. He said, whatever you need, Coach, I'll do it.
We got a new look again. 2 receivers out wide. Doesn't matter. Ball still goes up the gut. And they are running the ball. You can hear fans in our stands.
And that's Boss again.
They have limited the number of people that can get in, but they have let a few crazy people in.
It happens.
Yeah, here and there, it does happen.
And Lou Batanti with a little chuckle. I'm not sure why, but thanks for having us, Lou, and the State Champs Network here.
Absolutely. Proud Brother Rice guy. And I'll tell you what, Coach, we will get to a little more detail into the news as they're about to snap a play, but they're going to let a few more people in coming up next week. Great news for everybody that wants to see some high school football. Second down, Ross rolling. He's got a man right on him, though. He takes a lick, and he lost the ball. Brother Rice doesn't look too excited. That is going to be third down because I believe Ross got it back, and he did.
Boy, he had a pop on him, and that ball came out.
He sure
did. A good job to hustle back to it.
And he's moving a little bit slower than he was earlier. And he's going to stay in the game. He's still all right. But, yes, the governor has allowed up to 1,000 people starting next week. Great news. Right now, it's just 2 tickets per kid, so you don't have a lot of fans in the stands. Next week, we could have up to 1,000 or 30% of whatever your stadium's capacity is. So maybe we're going to get some student sections going, maybe spread out. We got another fumble. Ross picks it back up, and he is brought down. Number 32, Oscar McWood, laying the wood.
Boy, great job. There looked to be a mix-up on the handoff. Great play, Mike McWood reading the guards, coming up the field strong. Even though he's got a club hand as it's all wrapped up, he held on, put him on the ground. Let's take a look at that again. See the great hustle right there. Excellent tackle.
That's how you do it.
Punt. Great job on the defensive end.
So once again, after the good start, the offense has stalled for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. This one takes a great bounce, and how about that punt? Down inside. That is why Jim Harbaugh and a number of programs throughout the country, like that guy right there, Tommy Doman, kicks it all the way down to the 18, where Brother Rice will take over.
And I'll tell you what, as a high school punt returner, you are not used to seeing the ball go higher than the lights and as deep as this kid punts it and expect to make a play on it. So I think Lochner did a good job there of just to let the ball bounce. Great job by the defense. You know, they started in the 7. Here we come back with our offense. Let's see what the answer is for us on offense against their defense. Again, you can see the 5 men in the box. You have 4 down linemen and 1 backer. Somewhere along the line, we got to take advantage of that in the run game.
They have not done it yet, just one time on the ground, and you mentioned it. There it is, little toss. It's a La Canaria coming around. He tries to spin, going to get to the 20. It's only a pickup of 2, but they may have been saying the same thing you were, Coach. You know, that's going to go down as a pass, but that's a run coming in there on the sweep.
Yeah, and I think, you know, because they're playing man-to-man, instead of stalk blocking those guys, it might be a good idea to just run them off. Let's see if they don't make that adjustment. And then, of course, you can fake that and throw it deep if they end up running off and don't run with them. So we'll see if they do that.
If there's any change on the Orchard Lake St. Mary's side of the ball, it is they're using 4 down linemen on defense more than usual this season, Coach.
Yeah, they often play that odd front, but it looks like they're going to the 4. They're going to spy the QB there. It's a good ball.
Number 5 again, but look at him. He is swarmed this time. Nowhere to go. Up to the 22, and it's going to be 3rd and long this time for the Warriors.
Well, I think you guys saw it at home. There were so many Orchard Lake St. Mary's there, you couldn't even see the black jersey under all the white on that one.
Yeah, he was swarmed that time. 3rd and long in their own territory. And this is where, again, special teams comes into play. That big leg, we talked about how he may be able to put 3 on the board. He did miss the 45-yarder earlier in the game, but he flipped the field on him a little bit here. Pinning Brother Rice deep. They're going to try to get out of it. 3rd and 7 from their own 23.
Big play here. Big play earlier in the second half here.
Coulter dumps it off. Nice cut there. Charlie D'Angelo, and another fumble, but this time, good fortune for the Warriors as it is picked up, and not only do they get the first down on the catch, they also get a couple extra yards. Number 64, Agby, picking up that one.
Great job hustling down the field. It was a great screen call. Excellent move by Charlie. Got hit hard again, puts the ball on the ground. Fortunately for Brother Rice, sprinting down. Very well set up here. Let that tackle and run up the field, get some blocks down the field. Excellent move right there and block. Big hit. And great hustle by Agby getting on that football for Brother Rice.
Tyler Crockett getting his hands in there, stripping that ball away. Got to give credit to him. But finally, Brother Rice gets a bounce as far as those loose balls go. Here we go again around the outside. And it's D'Angelo again. This time doesn't get as much, just 2 yards on that carry.
But I like that they're trying a little bit of run, get something 5-on-5. I think they'll see upstairs, hey, we can run these guys off as they're in man coverage. Stop, stalk blocking them, keep them at the line of scrimmage. Get up the field and make them run with you. Open up a little bit more space. Let's see if they go to that adjustment. Up, 7's in the game, so it must be a big play.
Here
right?
we go.
Here we go.
You see him there, Rocco Milia, top of your screen, the very last guy all the way up there. In motion is Gianni, comes down, 3 at the bottom. Coulter over the middle, nobody there, but big 6 for the wrong team. Jordan Cannon waiting there. He couldn't get his hand on that one to take it away.
Boy, thankfully he did not, because, again, there was nobody in front of him. He did. I'm not sure what Jake saw on that. He may have been rushed just a little bit on that throw. He waits just a little bit, maybe Amelia, or he's looking for Gianni on a crossing route coming over there on a mesh route.
Yeah, I think Gianni was behind him, but there was a few dudes in front of him. Good thing that one got away, because you said it. Not only could they have turned it over, that could have easily been 6.
Another big 3rd down here. Let's see what they come up with.
They got that stack formation again, Coach. 2 on each side.
It's a tight spread. Bring them in tight. Possibly take advantage of the outside.
They're coming after him. He gets away, and that is going to be broken up. 31 on that breakup. That's going to be Brennan Boschnick. Great play by him. I think they would have been a little short of the first down. He was going to bring that in at around the 45, which would be a yard short. Instead, it is 4th and 7, and the Warriors are going to kick it away.
A good job by Jake again, finding a little bit of open space, making a throw. Excellent defensive play, stripping it out of Rocco's hands.
And this game is just flying by. We are under 5 minutes now to play in the 3rd quarter.
I want to notice Cole Lockenaria is the long snapper on punts.
How about that?
So he's the first one down there, trying making a tackle. Good punt return. Jake Coulter's also the punter. So a couple of oddities. Your quarterback becomes the punter, your best wide receiver becomes your long snapper.
And not only your best wide receiver, Coach. Dude's a junior running 5'8", $160.
Fortunately, in high school football and at other levels, you can't go ahead and nail the center until he's running down the field.
Let's take a look at that last play. Yeah, Coach, what are you seeing on this?
Well, again, initially it looks like he's going to have a little bit of time here. Up the field, steps up, gets a little open area. Makes a good throw, but it's a good defensive play. Here we go back to live action.
And once again, you got to like the front from Brother Rice. Outside of those first couple of drives, they have really locked down the run.
And it looks like there's going to be a lot of run yardage, but when push has come to shove, they've done a nice job. Better job on some 3rd downs as well. Early on, St. Mary's, I believe, hit 3 in a row, and they stopped that. Very good effort right there. You set them up at 2nd and 9. Defensively, you're happy with that. Win
Absolutely.
First down.
1 yard is no biggie when you were giving up 5, 6, 7 yards early on.
Very good point, Rand. Very good point.
Unless it's 3rd and 1.
Yes, sir.
And then, that negates everything I just said. In the bone again. They're throwing this time. Ross rolling. Nowhere to go. And he is going to be brought down by Mick Wood. How about him the past couple plays here? Really making up some ground.
I'll tell you what, he covers a lot of space. He runs very, very well. He had an older brother here who played at Rice, and he's true to form. His brother was a phenomenal linebacker, and he's following in the footsteps. Here's a replay of that. You can hear the sideline yelling, pass, pass, pass. A great hook block by their tackle. Gets some open space, but there's McWood coming off the coverage of the running back and then making the tackle on a very good athlete. Great job, Oscar McWood.
Yeah, that was boss there. A guy we have seen break it today. we've seen break the first 3 weeks of the season. He came off, knocked Ross out of bounds, bringing up another 3rd and long. But we've got a timeout.
Brother Rice called a timeout. I don't think they like their personnel against that different set there. You can see him talking to a couple people, lining up properly. Huge in high school. Make sure you line up first properly. Then at least you got a chance for success.
You know, Coach K told me earlier this week, looking at last year's game when they lost 44-21, I said, hey, that's last year. You know, a lot of times you hear, oh, that's a new team, this is a new team. But do you look at that? Does that matter? What can you take away, especially with a team like Orchard Lake St. Mary's that does the same things every year? How much do you look at it? And he said, oh, dude, we looked at it. Yeah. We looked at it all right. We watched film all day today. That's all we did. You want to know why? Because we got our kicked.
I hear you. I hear you.
Except he didn't make the noise, you know?
A little different conversation venue.
Yeah, a little different conversation when you're talking through the Verizon man. That's what he said. They remember it. And, Coach, through almost 3 quarters, they are not getting kicked today.
I'll tell you what I'm super impressed with at this point. They still have 7 players out with the COVID.
Yep.
None of them are sick, but they're out. So you're looking, and Lauren Plant made this point earlier, look at the reps that the young guys are getting and how that's going to prepare them for the playoff run when they get there.
So here we go, 3rd and long, 3rd and 7 from the 44. Ross going to throw, and he is looking deep. He has a man, and will we get a flag? Yes, we do.
Pass intended for number 5.
And that's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down. So in high school, that is not a spot foul, as everybody knows. It's a 15-yarder. Now it is going to grant them the first down. But better him do that than a guy makes a great catch and they're on the ball in the 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Coach, do you teach that?
Pass interference against Brother Rice.
Obviously you don't want them interfering, but like you said, better that than picking up another 15 or 20 yards, possibly a touchdown if he brings it in.
And I believe the defensive back was in excellent position. I just think it ended up becoming physical, and he pushes the kid down, and it ends up being a penalty on him.
So a new set of downs. St. Mary's now has the ball in Brother Rice territory. They are at the 41-yard line with 2:46 to play in the 3rd. Little counter. This is the boss, and he has got another big chunk. This time down to the 25. It's going to be another new set of downs for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
I'll tell you, that draw out of that shotgun set has been lethal twice for them. Just huge chunks of yardage. They spread everything out, so that opens up the defense a little bit. Little hesitation allows that O-line to get on people, and then Boss exposes it and gets a big run.
Yeah, and he had a big hole on that as well.
Yes, he did.
Great play call there. They've got 4 wide this time. They are going up the middle, though, and nothing doing for Boss this time. He is brought down right where he started, the 25-yard line.
Boy, Jackson, Manelli, and Andoni on that combination right there, and that's the middle linebacker stacked right behind him. They're playing those games. Phenomenal penetration, great tackle, sets up 2nd and 10.
Big 73 is going to be running into your picture.
Back in the gun. See if they roll out pass on this one.
Giving them all sorts of different looks on this drive. And once again, going to the air, going long, going for it all, but that is going to be picked off by the Rock. Cooking up the interception. Brother Rice comes up big in the red area.
Boy, he is so impressive. I mean, first of all, great coverage. And then secondly, reading that ball like that, there's a lot of guys what we call ball skills, and they can play that. Let's check that out in the replay. So he's playing safety, number 2 receiver going in. Then he comes across. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the first down play and a great tackle. Again, the interior lineman making a great play.
But there he is right there. Rocco Milia. All he does is make big plays, and here it is, the interception at the 5.
Yeah, running on the corner route. Excellent job. Great ball skills. Gets the ball, we call the high point, comes down with it. Another stop for the defense.
And you talked about ball skills. How about a ball hawk? Cole in motion, coming to the bottom of your screen. Coulter hands it off right up the middle, and once again, D'Angelo picking up some good yards. So your great minds think alike. They know what you know, and they're running the ball this half.
That's a great job. And I like it up the middle against the 5 people inside the box. I don't like it outside as much. They got strong, long defensive ends. Get up inside there. Get 3-on-3 and see what can happen. There was a huge hole off the right side there. Great cut on Charlie's part.
And he picked up 6. 48 seconds to play in the third. We are still 7-7. Cole in motion again, going top side. And we are handing it off. Same exact thing. And this time, even more yards. D'Angelo up to the 26. Brother Rice making things happen on the ground, as the soothsayer over here, Coach P, said.
I'll tell you what, I'm so fortunate they're making me look like I know a thing or two. So thank you so much, coaches. But, hey, for your team, that's what you do. If they give you something, you've got to take it. And our O-line has figured out a couple things, opened up some monster holes. And then what it forced St. Mary's to do, instead of playing that straight man look with 2 safeties high, they got to do a couple things. Maybe they bring a safety down in the box, or they go to more of a zone look. And I believe they'd end up bringing a safety down in the box. What's that do for you? Opens up the middle of the field a little bit more for you, so you can expose that in the passing game. Great job, coaches.
Well, Brother Rice was content to switch sides. We head to the fourth quarter, the final 12 minutes of this game. We are still tied 7 apiece. No scoring there in the third. But, Coach, how about the way this game started?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Brother Rice on its first, they get a great play out of the chute, throwing a lock-in area for about a 20-yard gain, hand the ball off, fumble, make a stop. Then you get a big pass play on offense. He gets hit on the 5, he fumbles, and St. Mary's goes 97 yards. I think 2 passes on third down. 97 yards running the ball down. They go up 7-0. Rice comes back for a huge play. You had mentioned, what does that emotion do for your O-line and D-line? They're just smashing, and then you called it. That's what you do. You go for a big play and touchdown for a 67-yard touchdown.
But it's amazing how it changed because, man, it looked like it could be trouble. And it has not been since those first 2 possessions. They have been right in here. The defense has stepped up. You're seeing a couple runs here and there, but they are stopping that run for the most part.
Here you go. You got 5 in the box again with 2 safeties high.
1st and 10 from the 24 as we start the fourth quarter. Brother Rice trying to move in front for the first time in this game. Coulter in the shot. We got a blitz coming at him. He gets the ball free. Oh, the throw is behind Devereaux this time. He has been wide open all day. That's probably the first time we've seen the ball go his way that it has not been a completion.
Yeah, they've had some really big plays to him. A lot of them were slants early on, were deep, but then some slants. I thought Jake had the flat open there to Gianni. Fortunately, the defensive guy was kind of falling down a little bit and didn't make that play. I think they're maybe going a little run-pass call here as number 8 tries to sneak in the box for a look. If he comes too far, maybe they throw the ball. If he stays out, they run the ball. Let's see what happens.
When we mentioned Rocco was not going to play a lot on offense, they sling it out of the backfield. Once again, I believe that was D'Angelo. Yes, it was. He gets knocked out of bounds just short of the first down. Or did he get it? Yes, he did. That's going to be a first down right at the stick, the 37-yard line. But we mentioned Rocco. You see him still out there. Number 7, Coach said, we are not going to play him unless it's a big situation. Well, he's been out there a lot. 7-7 fourth quarter, big situation. He's out there for this drive.
You are so right, Ryan. Absolutely spot on with that call. This game is a big game. You know they're in the same district.
Oh, my gosh. We haven't even talked about that yet. 1st and 10. La Canaria moving across to the top of your screen. Coulter got nowhere to go. He slips a tackle, gets it away. He has got his man who gets leveled. Gianni holds onto it, though. just short of midfield. Did he drop it?
He ended up dropping that. Yep, big hit on that.
Well, he got
big
licked.
Hit. The other thing, hey, we need to thank our viewers. You know, last week we had 27,000 viewers.
Wow. Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you once again. Let's take a look at that lick that was laid on right here.
Jake does a great job. Again, he's going to slip up in the pocket, gets out of that tackle, finds a little space, puts the ball right on him. Just a big hit. Big hit and jars the ball loose.
Great job by the defense causing the second down.
I like using the motion. It keeps 8 out of the box. And there's that big running lane.
And he does pick up about 5, 43-yard line.
Charlie D'Angelo.
But again, taking advantage of the 5 people in the box. I like using the motion because it identifies for all the people that he's going to be outside of the box, not in it as a linebacker. And that makes that running lane something that they can take advantage of.
And, Coach, to finish your thought from a second ago, you said same district. These guys both in Division III this year. And because everybody makes the playoffs this year, everything's all jumbled around. They're both in the same district.
Absolutely. So this is a big game in case they end up meeting each other later on.
Coulter, quick slant. That's Rocco. He has the first down, just short of the 50-yard line at about the 49. But that is a brand new set of downs for Brother Rice.
Oh, looks like Rocco's a little twisted an ankle or something there a little bit. Hopefully he'll just be able to walk that off.
Yeah, it looked like he went down before he caught that ball. It looked like he slipped, probably turned when he planted his foot.
Very well could have. Good spot ball throw for Jake, though. Keep him safe, first down. See if the Bryce Warriors can continue this drive. Be a big one.
La Canaria hasn't touched the ball on this drive. Let's see if he does now with Rocco out of the game. Back on the ground, nothing doing this time.
Oh, they bring the blitz and was not picked up by the offensive lineman. Tough to communicate that real quick. Excellent timing on that blitz. But you know what? We held on to the football.
Yep.
So here we go, second down and 11.
And you could see him right there. That's Lance Hilly. He's flexing. He's barking at his boys. Come on, man. We need to stop here. We need to get the ball back as the clock continues to tick down. Now just 9:15 to play in this game.
Let's see if we don't catch him offside later on in the game on a blitz look and he gets a little offsides. Let's see if that happens.
Gianni going to the top of your screen. There's Hilly showing blitz. He doesn't. Drops it off to D'Angelo. He's going to get out of bounds at the 45.
31, Charlie D'Angelo.
I like that play, though. You're using that back out of the backfield. You know, you're going to set yourself up here with a third and a long 2. Very manageable. Let's take a look at that again.
Give him 9 yards on the play. Third down and 2.
Oh, that's the blitz play on the tackle. Good job by St. Mary's. Good timing on the blitz.
And you could see Hilly on there. He's excited, trying to fire up his dudes. Knows he needs to get the ball back because the clock is running. Third and short.
Now you can see they're more of a zone look here, St. Mary's.
And we are going to get
Put
a
extra
timeout.
guy in the box.
St. Mary's this time uses
Timeout, St. Mary.
a timeout. Didn't like what they saw on 3rd and 2. 8:10 to play in this one. 7-7. Well, Coach, everything you said has come to fruition so far. You wanted to see him run the ball more. They're doing that. They're keeping the defense honest, and it is paying off. Let's take a look at a replay here. And this is Coulter dumping
back
it down.
just slips up in a little opening there. A lot of room to run because, again, they're in a man coverage, which means the wide receivers are just sprinting down the field. They don't even have to block them. That's the block. And the running back, who now has to be covered by the inside linebacker, which is not easy to do, ends up with some good space to make a nice play. I like that call a lot.
If you're just joining us, thank you. We appreciate it. State Champs Network. Little Saturday night high school action from Wisner Stadium in Pontiac. Catholic League, and it is the Central Division, and it is an important game. Both of these teams have losses so far. trying to avoid the second loss of the season. Brother Rice in Orchard Lake St. Mary's on a Saturday night. Thank you so much, wherever you're at, for listening to us. And here we go. Brother Rice facing 3rd and 2 at the 43.
Big play
Everybody's out. Nobody in the backfield except the quarterback. Gets rid of it quick, but it was a little bit behind Devereaux. That's going to bring up a 4th down. And, Coach, what do? You're at midfield. Do you pin them deep, or do you give it a shot?
Well, your defense has played extremely well, so the numbers say you go ahead and pin them deep. But it's a big game. Your offense has done well. I wish the receiver had come out of that break understanding there was a blitz as he looked inside. If he spins his head around, that's a big 1st down.
Coulter waiting for the play, and he is looking at his wrist. Looks like they're going to go for it, Coach. 8:07 remaining. They have not given up a point since the second drive of the game, so they say, let's do it. We can pick up 2. And maybe not. Going to get a timeout, Brother Rice.
I think that was a lot of window dressing right there.
It could have been. Hopefully somebody jumps and we can play again. Let's take a look around. You know, this isn't the only big game in the area, and it's not the only big game in the Catholic League, Coach. Give us a couple numbers on what's going on down the road.
Yeah, we got a CC score over De La Salle right now in the 4th quarter. It looks like, CC's up 14-10 currently. That's a big game.
With 2 minutes to play.
Yeah, it looks like it's nearing the end of the game. They did start at 7, so they're a bit ahead of us, so that makes sense. So they're obviously having a great battle over there.
And CC does not have a loss yet, so that can really lock things down for them if they pick up this win today.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you mentioned earlier everyone else in the playoffs, so that's not what you're talking about as much as making sure that you're continuing to play well, get better week to week, because if everyone's in, that's when you want to play your best ball.
And I think you called it, Coach. There was some window dressing, hoping to get somebody to jump. Didn't happen. Called the timeout. Coulter now is going to kick it away. He does, and that's a pretty good one. And he has got some guys there to knock it down inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. You cannot possibly draw it up better, except we got a yellow guy down there at the 47.
It looks like there was a holding call. No, personal foul, chop block on Brother Rice.
Chop block against Brother Rice.
So that is going to change things. Instead of being at the 2, we are going to be 15 yards further down the road. 8:07 to play.
Tell you what, Jay Coulter, great job. That ball checks right up.
Sure
just
did.
like he's got a little wedge out there and pops it on the 2-yard line and checks up and they down it. Unfortunately, we had someone hit below the waist, one of the bulls there in the 3 that are in front of the punter.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for anything better. So St. Mary's, Coach, has not scored since the second drive of the game. Their first drive, they missed a 45-yard field goal. They came right back 97 yards to put their only points on the board. What are you looking for here?
Well, I don't think they're going to make a lot of changes, even though they're spreading the look out here. You're thinking a little power look right there. Shove it down the throat. They want a 7-minute drive and score with a minute to go and win the game. That's what their plan is right now.
Number 9, Lance Hilly on the carry.
And that's what they're looking for. They pick up a few on that one.
Oscar McWood hit him first.
See where the spot is going to be at. Going to be at the 22.
This is a little bit more what it looked like early on, where they get 4.5, 5 yards on first down, and that's a big offensive win.
Yeah, absolutely. And they worked for that one. They were pushing their way in for that one. As this clock runs, that's exactly what they want, as you said, Coach. Use up much time as they possibly can, but they got a long way to go. 2nd and 5 at the 22. Good cut and a good hit. Aiden Boyle, not too much running room for him. Maybe 2 yards to the 24.
And Zach comes up on a big hit from the secondary position at safety. keeps them right there. 3rd down and 4.
No gain on the play. 3rd
Good
down.
opportunity for our defense to cause a punt and set up ourselves for a winning drive.
We've seen them throw a few times on 3rd. Earlier in the game, they were unstoppable. The Warriors have stopped them lately. They got them spread out, 4 wide. Here comes Ross winging it. Has a man, no good. Brother Rice forcing the 3 and out. What a stand-up drive on defense for the Warriors, Coach.
Boy, again and again, the defense all last week and this week setting up the team for victory. Missing some key components, but doing a phenomenal job against a strong team. They've set us up again. Let's get a little return here, set the offense up, see what happens.
And, Coach, you can't say it enough. We've mentioned it a few times. But, yes, with the guys they don't have in a 14-day quarantine, they're not sick. And they have to sit here, probably listen to us babble as the kick goes away. Rocco back this time. He calls for the fair catch. He takes it in at the 32. So they're going to have to move the ball a little ways, but they have done it. You gotta just give it to these guys who are out here right now. The guys, maybe some of these guys would not be on the field, and they are hanging in here for the 2nd week in a row, late in the game, with a chance to win it.
I'll tell you what, you can't ask for a better opportunity right here. You've got to go 68, 69 yards, 6:27. This is why you want to play football. It's not beating someone by 40 points. It's let's do something when the game is on the line. Every one of those players is feeling it.
And Rocco was there to receive that punt. Ankle looking fine. He's doing okay. Not in this time. They hand the ball off. Real good tackle there by Hilly. He brings D'Angelo down after maybe 1.
Boy, the D lineman did a tremendous job of coming off a block and making that tackle. Hey, got to say aloha out to our Hawaii watchers. The Lacanaria family giving us a shout-out. Thanks for watching all the way in Hawaii.
Absolutely.
Last week we were in 18 states because the Brother Rice alumni is all over.
That's incredible. And hopefully they are watching on the beach. They got the Wi-Fi working or whatever they have out there. They got 5G out there yet?
I would not doubt it.
I hope so. 2nd down and 9. Coulter slings it out. And, man, huge hit once again. They've laid a few licks. That's Brennan. Don't call him Nighthawk. Laying the wood on that one.
Boy, a great adjustment on there to that back coming out of the backfield. We saw some really good yardage earlier. That is for a minimal gain. He comes off the receiver as he reads that, and he comes downhill. Again, you can see they have a couple more people in the box now. They're looking at 6 or 7. That means they go to a zone concept, and he can come off of his guy and come up and make that play.
And you mentioned that at halftime as well. You thought they were going to run a little more of that.
I agree, and that's what happened, and now they're back in a man look, passing down. 5 guys in the box, but it is 3rd and long. I like the bunch trips look here.
Yep, up top, 3 of them. Look at number 1, Gianni's wide open. Oh, and let's see where they get that spot at.
Oh,
it is close. Oh, and that looks good. It is 1st down. Gianni reaching that ball across the stick. What awareness by him as he hit the sideline.
Boy, that's a great call because he could have gone out right where he got hit. Instead, he reaches it across, goes across the line. Again, I like that bunch look. Gets him open in the flat. He makes a good catch and reaches at a ball. It's a great mark by the referee and 1st down, Brother Rice.
Batiste tried to knock him out a little early. He couldn't get there. And now we got a fresh set of downs with 4:45 to play in this game.
Got Brian Marshall's son, Christian, had a birthday. He would nothing more than a W for the Warriors. That's where Brian played here before he went on to Northwestern.
That would be a great birthday gift for the Warriors to move to 2-1 on this young season. Coulter throws it to La Canaria. Aloha, Cole. That is a 12-yard pickup. And once again, Brother Rice in action across and now into Orchard Lake St. Mary's territory as the clock continues to go. 4:30 now in the game.
And, Ryan, you made the call, and I think maybe the coaches in your head said, you know, Lockenair hasn't touched the ball, and boom, big 12-yard play. Great job.
And you do have Rock out there as well.
Well,
Leg
there's no
looks
bigger
fine.
time than now.
Yeah, it's money time right now. We're going to see that trip set again, Coach, this time on the bottom side of your screen.
I love this against man. It forces them to stay inside and outside. You know where their defense is going to be.
They do hand it off. D'Angelo. Oh, he's still on his feet. Great little run by D'Angelo. Charlie moving his way across the 40. That's going to be a pickup of 7, maybe 8 yards.
Well, that's an
but we have a
awesome
man
job.
down, though, Coach.
Looks like one of the offensive linemen. I don't want to speculate.
Let's take another look here, Coach. They do hand it off. D'Angelo. Oh, he's still on his feet. Great.
Boy, you saw the offensive lineman got rolled up just a little bit. Someone fell into him from behind. Let's hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, he's holding his head on that replay there.
You know, all too often, even just popping your head against the ground, you know, it's just so tough under that turf. You know, it's concrete under there
Absolutely.
at the bottom as a base, and you pop it in there. And it is number 76, Christian Peters, so let's hope he can shake out the cobwebs and be okay.
Sitting up, that's good. And they are going to pull him up. That's even
There we
better.
go. That's excellent. Very good.
The big fella on his feet. Going to sit out for a minute. Hopefully he's doing okay. The helmet coming off. And you mentioned the concrete underneath. You know, this turf is almost 15 years old. If you didn't know, the turf here at Wisner Field is from the Silver Dome. Not from when the Lions played, but when the Pittsburgh Steelers played. They stayed in Pontiac for Super Bowl 40 at the Marriott right there off of Square Lake, and they practiced at the Silver Dome. They put in brand new turf. Well, this is that turf, but it's been worn a little bit. That was 2006. So, yeah, there's concrete under there, and it hurts.
Let's hope he's okay, can come back in. But right now his replacement does a nice job.
Boom.
Great ball.
Blocking area over the middle. He's down to the 20. What a throw there by my man, Coulter.
Well, I'll tell you what, you come in, you have an offensive lineman who's been standing around, I'm sure, since the first play. And there he is making a great block, helping out here on an offensive line or defensive lineman coming hard. Coulter steps into it, makes a great throw.
Let's take another
Look at
at
that
it.
time.
Boom.
Right on target, huge play. Great job, offensive line. Jake and Lockenair putting it all together. Boy, teamwork, nothing like it.
And that's all this guy does, man. He makes plays, and he finds the end zone. 5 touchdowns on the year, 4 of them coming from him. Coach said he'd like to spread it out a little bit, but I think he'll take another one from number 5 right now.
You better believe it. So, again, you're identifying with motion there. And, man, let's see if they run this ball up the middle.
Hands it off. We got a flag, and I think we're going to be coming back a couple of yards.
I believe we got some motion there.
Flag on the play. False start.
Little shake is all it takes.
5-yard penalty. It remains first down.
Let's overcome this now. Get a little yardage. Keep that clock running. Don't give them much time. If nothing else, you get an opportunity for a field goal or probably stick one in the end zone here.
We mentioned the errors the first 2 weeks of the season. They had a few early, but they've been playing a pretty clean game since then. We want to keep it that way right now if you're the Warriors, right?
That's right. You keep a hand on that football. Ball security, very important here. Again, very impressed by Jake, doing a great job of putting the ball in good spots and not on the other side for them to catch it.
They did just lose 5, so it's 1st and 15 from the 25. Once again, over the middle. This time it's Rocco down to the 11. He's short of the first, but it's going to be 2nd and very short inside the red zone. Just 11 yards to go.
Every defensive coach out there is saying, don't give up the inside. Don't give up the inside. It is just so hard with that much room to work with such a good athlete. You can see they're now going to put Batiste over here on Rocco, try and take that slant look away. The safety's, 10, 12 yards deep, so he comes down late. It ends up being a really big play. Again, if I'm Brother Rice, I see 5 in the box, pop one up in the middle. See what happens.
Didn't give him the best spot, probably 2nd and 2. Coulter now got a man behind him. That is D'Angelo. Gianni moving up top. And it goes to D'Angelo. He has got the first down. He's down inside the 10. And they're in business, Coach. Whether they put it in the end zone or they have a chance to kick, that clock is a concern now, though. It is moving. We are down to 1:10 to play in the game.
Well, I really like what Charlie did. He saw some, the contact was going to be made. He covered that football up. He knew he had the first down. First and goal with a minute. I know Rice has a timeout left. They should be okay here with time. They don't want to leave anything on the clock.
No, and you can tell they are taking their time right now. You may get a timeout coming. No, Coulter looking at his wrist, calling the play, and here we go.
Back job with his hand up. We only got about 5 seconds. He's got to get this off.
Watch the bottom of the screen. Rocco by himself. He is not anymore. Here comes Cole.
Delay
and we
game.
have a flag. Yep, you nailed it, Coach. They were a little late.
Flag on the play.
I got to tell you, I very difficult to get the play that late as a quarterback. Also have motion. I think we need to get that play in a little quicker to him, and I think we'll have an opportunity for success there.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought we might get a timeout because they waited a while. So we're looking at 1st and goal from the 14.
Again,
Gives
you're
them
in
a
good
little
position.
more room to work with.
You're in good position. You're okay. They're going to be in a man set. See if we use something to the outside here.
Clock is stopped. La Canaria moving to the top. And he's going all the way up.
There it
but
is.
No,
inside
it's
run.
D'Angelo. Way to hang on to that. He doesn't get anywhere, though. Does he get out of bounds? The clock is still running.
Well, that was a very impressive play there by Batiste. He came off the slant route, which he had just got hit in front of him earlier with Rocco. Different defender, but he comes off of that, makes a tackle for a very short gain. Impressive play right there by the young man.
Well, Coach, we have 16.8 seconds left on the clock. We have a timeout. You take one shot at the end zone here.
I'll tell you what, you may do that. You also might say, let's get our kicker in there. When you do it on 2nd or 3rd down, if you have a muff, you have an opportunity to have another play.
Yep.
That said, I think their strength are their skill receivers and skill players. Jake's thrown the ball very well. If nothing else, and he makes a mistake, you end up 7-7 in overtime. Yep. You don't want it, but you're in a pretty good position here, Brother Rice. Very good drive, very impressed with the offense. Peters is back in. Thank goodness he's okay, so that's also good to see.
When we talked about it from the onset, special teams and kickers. We talked about the best kicker in the country. It may come down to a kid who wasn't even on the team last week, Connor Kolka, JV kicker a year ago, didn't come out. He's on the team now, their 3rd kicker this year, but now it's Coulter, and that's what they're going for. He lays down in the middle of the field. And they are setting up the kicker, Coach. And there's the spike.
Very interesting. Very interesting doing that out of the shotgun because it lost about 5 yards.
Right.
Now, we'll have to see how this young man handles this.
And Coach K told me from 30 and in, he is confident. We told you that earlier in the day. This one, going to be about 35, and we are getting another timeout. 6.1 seconds on the clock. 7-7. Brother Rice says, nah, we're not going to take a shot. We are playing for the field goal. Do you like that decision? Because the clock stops. Maybe you throw it and it gets picked off. Maybe that's what they were thinking. But do you like the fact that it was 2nd down? Why not take a shot there?
The only thing I'm thinking is I wish they would have done that, given opportunity. But to Coach's credit, he's thinking, you know what? We've got an actual chance to win this game. with 6.1 seconds. And, your thoughts go all the way back throughout the game. We had turned the ball over twice. We're in a great position to win, an interleague play game against a really good football team. Let's give our young guy an opportunity here. You got Rocco Melia holding the ball. He scored to win a game over De La Salle. You don't know what's going to happen here.
Well, here it is. Number 84, Connor Kolka. We are getting another timeout. They are going to ice him.
Ice the young man. Yes, sir.
Their final timeout.
Very good decision on their part.
If you weren't with us before, Brother Rice has 5 guys who played week 1, were not allowed to play last week or this week because they were exposed to COVID. None of them have it. They are probably listening to us currently. They are in a 14-day quarantine. They cannot come out until next Friday. That's the first time they're going to be able to rejoin the team. Their kicker, Mr. Party, was one of them. Their next kicker blew out his knee. We are down to the 3rd kicker, Connor Kolka, to win it from 36 yards away.
A little bit low snap.
It is up, and it is through. Barely through. Close only counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and when you're kicking field goals at Wisner Stadium.
I'll tell you right now, 3 points is 3 points, and when you go up 10-7, that's what really counts. What an incredible job by a young man who didn't come out this year.
He wasn't on the team.
I'm not going to play this year. Coach K said he sent every kid, a couple of parents, some brothers, a grandpa, and said, hey, come on out for us. Let's see what can happen this week. Well, I'll tell you what, Coach. How about I win the game for you?
Look at that. You could probably fit a shoelace through getting in there, but it got in there. And wow, what a drive. Your decision ends up being a beautiful decision to set him up in the middle where he likes it, and he banged it through.
Hey, we were saying the whole time, don't take a shot. What are you talking about? Kick the field goal. This kid's money. What an exciting moment. And I'll tell you what, and Brother Rice, you do something like that, you started to identify yourself for your whole career. What an unbelievable, great job by that young man. Right now, his parents are the happiest people walking the earth.
Yep. Yeah, he's so excited. He might boot this one through the dang end zone, but we don't want to do that. 1.2 on the clock. If it's in play, they got to bring it back or this game is over.
Yes, sir. We've got to make a tackle. That's what we've got to do here.
Here we go. He just had a big kick. This is a big one as well. Does he boot it or are they squibbing this?
He's kicked them like up in the air short. I think they're going to go ahead and squib this one hard.
Oh.
Gets through everybody.
Okay.
That's no time off the clock. Should have been no time off the clock, and they will put the ball on the 20.
Okay, so we got a team that loves to run the ball. They got to go a long way. Their quarterback is good as anybody. What can they dial up for him? What can he do? Because they got to go the entire field.
You got a couple things here. I have seen in this situation to a great athlete, they run a screen and let him do stuff. You have seen where the hook and ladder, they throw to one player, he pitches to another. There's all kinds of little things that you can do. What's not going to happen, because they don't have Shane Morris, who's a De La Salle quarterback who could throw the ball 70 yards in the air, that's not going to happen. So it's going to be some either trick-type play, a screen and run, something of that nature.
Well, let's see what the Hall of Famer draws up. It's touchdown or bust for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Jason Ross going to have the ball in his hand. Here we go.
Here's the hook and ladder.
And he keeps it, and that is it.
That's the ball game.
That is it. Great coverage by the Warriors, and what a game by the Warriors. After 2 fumbles on their first 2 possessions, they don't give up another score the rest of the way. They kick a field goal nearly at the buzzer, and they improved to 2-1. defeating Orchard Lake St. Mary's 10-7.
Unbelievable victory. Once again, the heart of this team is showing glaringly and brilliantly right now.
Absolutely.
Phenomenal resilience. Some of your top dogs out. And this game is known as building that type of character. Next man up. Let's play. Boy, kudos to the staff. Kudos to the players. Couldn't be more proud. Great job, Warriors.
Well, and you mentioned it earlier. My gosh, if these guys, 7 of them might not be on the field currently, are now beating Orchard Lake St. Mary's, you got some depth, man, and that is going to be huge a month from now.
I'll tell you what, the next man up is going to be a guy when the starters come back who has played some big-time minutes in big-time football games, and it's going to help this team down the road. I believe that wholeheartedly.
The next man up is a dude right now, I'll tell you what.
I agree.
Brother Rice, last year, pounded by St. Mary's, not this time. Resilient bunch, they showed it. Thank you once again for joining us. For Coach Pop, I'm Ryan Slocum. We are state champs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.